try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what?
Coach, these folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out block. A long day for you. Watch the safety creep. He's crossing. He's checking clock.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
36.
Here's 2nd and 8. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Love. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
We got double up. Check 31. Switch. Check, crunch.
Here's Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Here we go. General, pass.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shift. Watch the shift. Pilot 64, weak. Got him.
Off the play fake. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Flushed out right. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff working right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Colts take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Love. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw on third down. Love. He's going to let one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Charlie, check. 53's goal. 53's mine. You can't block me. Yep. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
From the gun, Love. This is caught. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Right there. 54 Mike. Right here. Hey, watch that.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ready, break. 54. Mike 54. Check. Check three. 22 jet bomber. Check 43. Ready.
On second down now, it's Hines. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
Bullet high. Great smoke. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Stand. 3 ball. Watch that. Stand, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. And it's caught by Parker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That's
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, set. 44 is the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Throwing on first down. Love. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Whitfield. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3 down. Let's go. Get set. Buzz. Coming for you. Here we go. Set. Go.
Back to throw. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Johnny Hekker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It'll be a loss of a yard, but it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Red. 8. Read. Watch the curl. Check it out.
On 1st down, Love. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love going deep here for Parker. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 44. Watch twist. You got tight right there. Slam.
Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
We got this.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC, 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw, buying time to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Ready? Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Butker able to put this one through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Mike 53. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. He's checking. Crash. Check. Whip. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. Campbell making the catch. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Love. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
44 Mike. Check.
From the gun, Love. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
Delta. 80 weapon. Spoke to Mike. Mike spoke. Man, I got you.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Love. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A gain of 3, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 20. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Draw play, this is Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
No.
This is Hines. He finds some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go,
the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Johnson's got it complete. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He gets this one to Johnson. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Whitfield. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the kick by Butker is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays They're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Operating from the gun. Love. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 41 yards. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Yellow, yellow. Mike 51.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get